What's up? Yeezy BL1 and AQ1. We're in the BL1s right now. As you can see, I've had these for a little bit. But let's first talk about how long it took for this stuff to get here. So let's see. AQ1 ordered on ordered the AQ1 on April the 25th and delivered on May the 6th. I did get a shipping notification. Shipping notification was on May the 8th. And the BL1, that's my second order of the BL1. Let me just type in BL1. My first order of the BL1 was... Wait a minute, it says I have two. Oh yeah, I do have two. My first order of the BL1s, I bought two. I bought a size 12 and I bought a size 11. And ordered that on December the 25th. And my first order of the BL1s arrived... When did you arrive? GoFo shipping tracking number. I should have all these tabs already opened up. I'm sorry. GoFo. And my first order of the BL1s were delivered on April the 21st. So, yeah, December, January, February, March, April, 4 months exactly for the first order of the BL1s. For the AQ1s, it was like a couple of weeks. Like it actually shipped really fast. So they were actually being honest, which is crazy to hear from Yeezy. Neither one of these shoes, at the time of this recording, are on the site, which is very interesting. Did not expect that. And apparently on Friday they have a release for the next iteration of the Yeezy slides, which is like super convenient. I mean, I was talking about the new design for a Yeezy slide that like something needed to happen for that, and next thing you know, something happens for that. However, they like got rid of the BL1s and the AQ1s, which is insane. So for the time being, these two are pretty exclusive, but maybe like surely they would release some sometime in the future. I don't know. We'll have to see. BL1s. I'm wearing them right now. You open up the box, the crazy chrome box, same box that you get with the SL3s, and here's the tag right there, made in China, black, size 12. Here's a cool box. You open it up. They come folded up like any other shoe. Nothing real crazy there, right? Um, the shoes themselves are honestly amazing. I love them. They are really, really, really comfortable to walk in. They're not as comfortable as the 350s. Don't expect these to feel like clouds, but there's definitely some support. There is definitely a real insole with some thickness to it to make every step feel amazing and great. And here's your inner tag right there, kind of laminated just like the SL3 tag. So I don't expect this to last the longest if it's anything to say about like the SL3 and how that tag is holding up. And then overall the shoe is really cool looking. You got a pretty much full suede and mesh design to it. There's definitely some inner foam in there, but the mesh helps a lot with breathability. I've been wearing these things for over 2 weeks at this point, and in the heat, they still get a little bit hot. Maybe the AQ1s will solve for that. I don't know, but they are warm enough for colder weather, breathable enough for spring weather, I'll say. But yeah, super comfortable, really nice to walk in. I love these things so much. The quality is pretty nice. Stitching is really cool. And overall, the design is kind of like the minivan, the MVNN design lip right here. I used to have those shoes, but I gave those away to family. And then you got the fins at the bottom, size 12. These do fit true to size 100%, no questions asked. True to size all the way. I tried on the size 11 and it barely fit on my feet. I mean, it fit, but it was definitely very, very tight. So, BL1s. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about the BL1s. It's really simple. I may go more in depth with that, but let's go ahead and get the AQ1s out as well in the same video. AQ1. I know next to nothing about the unboxing for these, so this is going to be like a pure like live reaction, first time ever to these things. I did have enough insight to go a size down on these, just instinctively, because I heard that they did fit a little bit large. So I went a size down from my true to size 12 to a size 11. And upon opening, you get your same chrome box as the BL1s. So pretty cool. AQ1, Yeezy.com. There's the tag right there. AQ1 in tactical. Here they are. Looking like some Pumas with that shape right there. So they come wrapped up nicely. They are a lot more flimsy than I thought they would be. Let's get these out. They do come with some inserts to keep their shape to avoid the early YS1 issue, but I don't even think these would really crease like that. There's a very obvious like center seam right here. That's probably where they have the mold where they meet the two halves together, I guess. And there's a fabric inside too. Interesting. You see the fabric, the reflection right there? Some stitching. I was expecting these to be 100% whatever foam or rubber that they use, but apparently not. It's a multi-material construction or whatever. All right. Whoa. Okay. There's some interesting stuff happening with this. All right. So first of all, I want you to listen really closely. If I can get my mic up next to it and show on the camera. The insole is very floppy. It flops around in there. As I shake it, you can hear the insole like literally lifting out of the footbed and just like slapping against the heel. So that's one thing to note. It feels weightier than I thought it would feel. And I think that's because of the insole. I think the insole is actually pretty substantial from what I'm feeling. I feel like a lot of the weight is just in the insole. So if I take that out, look at that. It's a lot thicker than the one in the BL1. Look at the one in the BL1. Eh. Which, by the way, these are like actual Yeezy insoles, which is really cool. So here's a BL1, here's the AQ1 comparison. So that's a huge difference. And then, yeah, it has the actual Yeezy insole, which is really cool to see. I don't think there's ever been a Yeezy insole. And then AQ1, let's go ahead and take this one out. Dude, it's like really thick all the way around. That's really cool. Now, I don't know what MA means, but it looks to be the same font-ish as the BL1s. Has a lot of shape to it. Has a little bit of arc support, so these may be really comfortable. And then here's the inside of the AQ1. Stitching all the way around some kind of fabric, which does appear to be like a thin, like wire-like waterproof fabric, so maybe these would work out in the water. I mean, I feel like this could work maybe in the water too. I don't know. Maybe there's like a foam in here that would absorb water, which maybe not be the best idea. Anyway, let's plop that thing back in here. And let's see what fitment is like. You got your grooves at the bottom. This is definitely like water aquatic vibes. So let's put these things on. Because I'm thinking like when I move into the house, I get like a kayak and I'm out there kayaking because I want to move by the lake. I'm thinking these would be my shoes of choice for that. So I'm not afraid to get them wet, not afraid to walk on something with them, and I can comfortably wear these in that kayak, no problem, and be all happy and stuff. So yeah, let's put these on. I'm a true to size 12 US, and I'm slipping these things right on. Pull up on the heel tab. Ugh. Okay, so first thing I notice is up here right up here where my knuckles are, like right at the top of the toe, right at the top of the foot or whatever. I do feel it. It feels like how would I describe it? Feels like a really thin piece of wood, just like kind of resting on the top of your foot, but with some give. I have amazing amounts of heel movement. So I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see the white of my sock. There it goes. A lot of heel movement for sure. This is weird. This is weird. But I mean, it's very distracting to walk in. If I was to go a size up on this to my true to size, I would be screwed. Like there would be too much movement. I think my feet would feel better, like up here, but I think the heel movement would have been like way too much to handle. Now I'm on carpet right now. I'm not on hardwood floor or anything, but you know what I could do? I could take this and then step on it. Yeah, there's a substantial amount of cushion and give, all because of that insole. So I mean, like it's not going to feel like you're not going to get like so much feedback that it's like a barefoot shoe. I would say this is along the lines of the BL1, but definitely not as cushioned. Man, it's just like this upper area right here is super distracting. Like I just really feel it kind of resting on the top of my foot. It doesn't feel the best. Then again, I wasn't really expecting these to be like the most comfortable things ever. They look they look I need to use a different word than interesting, but that's honestly the best way to describe a lot of Yeezy stuff. They look like what are those things called? Like when they look like they're meant for the water. They look like water shoes. Okay, um, they look like something I can like literally like swim in. I'm not sure how to explain it. They look like alien feet. Okay, they I mean, they're light enough to where I don't really know they're there. It's just that heel movement. There's not a lot of height or depth here on this heel structure, and I think that's why my heel is moving up and down so much. It's not like the BL1s where the entire heel area is like cuffed right here, so you feel like virtually no heel lift. These they just kind of like slip up and out. I'm curious on how I'm curious on how this toe area, well, not the toe area. Like I feel like I got enough toe room. I'm just curious about how the top of the shoe is going to morph and if it's going to loosen up over time or something like that. Because because of the foam, like we've seen with like the other SL1s, SL2s, that they kind of expand, I guess. So I'm curious to see if these expand as well, if they can. I don't know. Um, But yeah, the heel lift is super distracting. Let me take the insoles out and then see what it feels like without the insoles. Because I think that's how I would wear them if I was like out there on the water or whatever. They feel incredibly thin, like next to no support whatsoever. So it's going to be interesting. Slip it on. Substantial difference. Oh man. Like I feel like I'm leaning down to my right now. Like that's how big of a difference it is. Yeah, it just feels like I'm walking on rubber, like a really thin piece of rubber. It's not a very good walking experience whatsoever. I don't wish this on my worst enemy to walk with these without without any insoles in them. Heel lift is still there, of course. It doesn't feel any more secure. Yeah, I'm not about walking with these without without some kind of insole in them. Even with insoles, they are still pretty distracting. Um, Man, these are weird, dude. I mean, they look pretty cool. I think the design is very eh, it like okay, if they didn't give it the ventilation holes, then I would say it's pretty generic, but because of the ventilation holes, I think it is a little bit more unique, a little bit more Yeezy, and I kind of like the construction that they're doing here as well. But man, these things feel cheap. I'll be honest, they feel cheap. Make sure we're recording and everything. Um, but they're cool looking. Will I wear these every day? Do I live by these like I do the BL1s, which I just have a lot more words to kind of share about those. So I want to share in a different video, but um, these, I'm having a hard time finding a specific use case for them. Am I happy I went a size down? Yes, I am. Overall, I'm happy I went a size down, regardless on how it fits me right here at the top of the foot. Um, I do think going a size down was the right move for me. And yeah, I was curious. And these things are no longer for sale at the time of this recording. So, collector's item. That's what I think 90% of people who buy this shoe are going to are going to get out of this at the end of the day, a collector's item. I'm not sure if I'm even going to follow up this. If y'all want to learn more about this shoe, if you want me to put it through some other test, then let me know and I'll set that up. But AQ1, BL1. Let me put these side by side so y'all can see them. Let's use this one. AQ1 on the right, BL1 on the AQ1 on the left, BL1 on the right. Here's the bottom. Side profile. Anyway, thank you all for watching as always. And yeah, more stuff to come, more updates to come. I will leave that all in maybe the post section of this channel. But thank you all for hanging out and more soon.